Turns out you kind of need to know that for the game story to actually work. But how did our main character get this way, you ask? Well, for anyone familiar with the Driver franchise, Jericho, longtime villain of the series, is back yet again. And after some, well, quite frankly, unsafe car driving and something resembling the film Duel, our lead character, John Tanner, is left in a bad way. Fortunately for everyone else, he's off the roads where he can't hurt anyone with his crazy driving. This is giving me a killer headache. Whoa. Hey, you alright? Okay, and now for the twist. He doesn't think he's in a coma. To him, the accident has left him with a new power. The power to move into any vehicle he desires. And this power is called, yeah, quite obviously, shifting.
Where the hell?
It's fair to say that this shift mechanic feels a little gimmicky at first. Even the characters have a hard time grasping what's going on. Thankfully though, when you're able to select which missions you want, shifting really comes into its own. After just a few goes, you'll be coming up with some creative uses with it. Take a standard race, for example. You don't have to drive around like an average chump. No, you don't. Let's say the leader is so far ahead, and catching him is going to be a monumental, if not impossible task. Well, try shifting into a car heading in the opposite direction and plow straight on into them. It kind of feels like cheating, but then again, these guys are good. And anyway, the game kind of expects you to do this sort of thing.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
The ability to shift from car to car, on top of all the driving itself, makes Driver San Francisco feel like a new experience. And that can't be said very often when talking about most genres. Developer Reflections also plays around a bit now and then, using Tanner's coma to deliver some crazy situations.
By the Embarcadero. Go!
What? Tying all the gameplay together is some competent voice work. At times, the dialogue from Tanner and his partner can be amusing. Even when shifting into other cars, the passengers still have some good banter going on.
Sir, the question isn't when am I gonna drive it, but hey ladies, who wants to go for a spin?
Somehow, Reflections has managed to work these aspects into a clear and cohesive story. They've made something that doesn't look like it will work on paper actually work. On top of all this, the game offers a solid multiplayer experience. There's a whole host of different options. Up to 8 players on a track, solo games, team games, no shifting. The list really does go on. There are also some awesome features of Driver. Firstly, it's massive, mapping over 200 miles of San Francisco tarmac. Pretty impressive. And you'd think with all that road to render, the frame rate would suffer. Wrong. And so we arrive at point 2. The game runs at a cool 60 frames per second. You know, Driver San Francisco could have been a one-trick pony. Fortunately, it's managed to use that trick in a clever and interesting way. It ensures the driving gameplay never becomes tiresome or generic. Once you get over the slightly silly coma gameplay mechanic, you'll have a lot of